Hey again, this is Charlie Lowell, aka Rough Turn, and just taking a second look at the February Alien 3D UFO box project, which was a lithophane, a backlit lithophane box. Very cool idea, very cool idea. The prints are very good. They're easy to do. Um, I printed everything on my Prusa i3 clone that I have. Came out really good. Used Hatchbox PLA for both pieces, and all three pieces rather. Everything came out really good. Used a lithophane of my mother-in-law and my wife when they were gatorlanding down here in Kissimmee a couple of years back. The last video I did, this was totally unassembled. I just printed everything and kind of halfway stuck the backlights inside, and they weren't really stuck down. Just used the PSA that was on the back of the strip, and it didn't hold really good at all. Josh, I got to commend you. You did a great job putting this whole thing together. It's a great kit, and believe me, I appreciate every one of these projects and every one of the monthly boxes we get. Anyway, so I went to put it all together and had some challenges getting it all assembled. For one thing, I've used 3D glue before. This stuff that's the cat's butt really as far as trying to glue PLA together. I had a little problem with that. I didn't get good surface to surface gap or clearance or contact, I guess. And I did find one thing out that unlike other adhesives or cements, if you plaster the 3D glue on the side of a split line edge, right there, right down there, if you smear it on there, it'll actually help the bond a whole lot more. So it actually helps stick it together. Normally, it's not going to work real well, but that worked out really good. The LED strip, I had a little bit of challenge with that. Actually, I had quite a bit of challenge with that. One thing was mounting the I guess the power source, power portion of the strip that had the IR sensor. I couldn't get it to line up to this little rectangle area to save my butt. Not and where I could actually physically mount that thing. I could hang it, but it really didn't hang very well. It didn't stick. So I started putting it together with hot glue, trying to get it in there, and things just turned into a mess, a stringy mess. So I kind of tossed it aside for a little bit, went back yesterday, and decided to take another look at it. And so what I did was, over here, I drilled a 3/8 inch hole straight through, and found out this is the first time I ever drilled through 20% infill in PLA. That's kind of a trip, drilling through the different layers. At any rate, the hole looked kind of choppy. It's black. It looks great from across the room, even better from across the street. But again, I used a hot glue gun, pretty much just smeared up and built up a layer of everything in there to hold everything solid. And I used thick CA glue to put the LED strip down in the places where it wouldn't hold. Some places actually held, and other places it's like, oh, just heck no way, it was going to fold up, because this stuff, those are some really tight bends for that strip. And I did a zigzag up and down, and maybe there was a better way of doing it if it went circular or something, I don't know. But I wound up, like I said, using CA glue, and I had to clamp it down. Used vice grips, not with a lot of pressure, just very little. C-clamp that I had printed. Used a spring clamp, anything I could find, I was using to put down there. And like I said, the vice grips, be very, very careful. Don't squish the crap out of it. You just want to put enough pressure on it to hold the stuff down is what I did. Anyway, after I got a couple of the strips glued down, I plugged it in just to see how everything's going to look. And lo and behold, the last half quit working. Son of a gun. So got a razor knife out to trim away some of the urethane coating over the strip, and got a voltmeter out and checked to see where I was missing the 5 volts. It looked like, and it turned out it was the 5 volts I was missing. And I was just getting ready to put in a solder jumper and across the pads, and lo and behold, I figured out if I pushed in a certain direction on that LED strip, it started working. So, hey, it works. I'm done. But anyway, it's a little bit of challenges in there. Overall, good project. My wife, mother-in-law appreciated it, even though it's a month and a half after Valentine's Day. One other thing, my wife came up with these little rubber feet, so the thing's not sitting on just the bottom itself. Don't ask me where we got those. She was just moving some stuff around and said, hey, look what I found. And I thought, well, that'd be a really, really good thing for that to do. But next up is gonna finish that January project with the temperature humidity sensor. I want to get that thing done and get that on here, because I already have the case printed for it and stuff. Just like I said before, having a little bit of challenges. I've done hundreds probably of Arduino sketches, and just haven't done any in the last probably a couple of years because I've been stuck my face in 3D printing. So I got away from that, got away from Raspberries or Pis. So I need to get back into that and find out what I was doing wrong. I couldn't get the I2C to work at all. I went trying to do the 8-bit or 4-bit, actually 4-bit, and I couldn't get that to work either. All I got was a blank screen. It was lit up and blank. Anyway, so side note, that doesn't matter. I'm going to get that thing done, and I'm looking forward to finding out what the April project is. I'm kind of thinking that one's going to show up today in the mail. So I'm really excited and psyched about that. So until I get something else, you guys take care, and see you soon. Thanks.